Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another episode of our Nuka-World spin-off of our Fallout 4 Let's Play, this time with episode 45, which sees us starting out back here in the reptile house. And I have to take a moment to say, hoping that this is actually the right save. As I loaded Fallout 4 to do this video, I found several of this character's saves were scrambled in the list. So I had saves from like an hour's worth of play before this at the top, and right behind those were saves that were, I'd say 10 days of actual game time older than this save. And I don't know how they got scrambled like that, but I'm pretty sure this is the right one, and this is the right place. If we have the key to the terminal, we done good. Okay, let's see. Unlock door to Nuka-Gen's replication facility. Huzzah, this is the right save. I really don't know how it got all scrambled like that. I mean, especially to the older saves. This character has about 12 days of playtime, 12 days, 18 hours. Those saves that were in front of it were like from 2 days, 6 hours. Just a newbie. Alright, 10mm back out. We're on the move. We have gained entry into the cloning facility. I say again, we have gained entry into the cloning facility. Grabbing an aluminum can in case we need it. Alrighty. Some poor souls who may or may not be poor souls, but didn't make it one way or the other. It's always hard to say with some of these creepy solutions. There's another potential poor soul, and there is a soon-to-be poor Gatorclaw who really just wanted to hang out in the basement, but you don't always get what you want. Nuka-Cola machine with a Nuka cherry and an empty bottle. Close that right back on up. And okay, so Rad away, we'll grab that. 2 Nuka-Colas, we'll grab those. 1045 rounds, definitely coming along. Let's pop the fridge open. We've got some blood packs and some Psycho just in case the Gatorclaws were feeling a little bored. And a little bit more Psycho for those bored Gatorclaws. A Nuka cherry. Stim pack, we'll take that. Let's see, we've got 2 logs here, 47B and 53L. Let's try 47B first.
Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. Continuing my personal recordings. It's been, hell, I don't know how long it's been. I think I stopped counting months ago. Or was it years?
1 week since you looked at me?
Scientific equipment at my disposal. It's clear. There's no going back from what I've become. The radiation from the bombs has taken its toll on my body, twisting and deforming my physical appearance. But instead of falling into despair, I've embraced the change and used it as a basis for my new cloning research. Perhaps this curse will turn out to be a blessing. I just wish Dr. Hine was here to guide my hand. I feel lost without him.
Okay, let's go back to that other recording. Sorry, just looting there while we listen.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I've been continuing to modify the Nuka-Gen replicator to provide a source of food. It's ironic that the very same device Nuka-World was using to create its animal specimens for leisure has become integral to my survival. Using a tissue sample from a cow, I was able to replicate a viable clone, consume it as food, then use the remaining tissue to create another. I figure as long as the Nuka-Gen replicator continues to function, I'll have an endless supply of food for years to come. Dr. Hine would be proud of my accomplishment. It's sad. It's been so long, I've almost forgotten what he looked like. My God,
Now, a food replicator could certainly come in handy at a settlement. Let's see if we can use Dr. Hines' terminal without getting out of our armor. Right on. Okay, so we have Nuka-Gen employee access only. No unread messages, Dr. Hine. Journal entry. Oh, we're going earliest or newest to oldest, so we'll go back to oldest. Journey entry, January 1st, 2077. I think I drank a little too much last night when the ringing in the new year. Woke up right next to the Nuka-Gen replicator's main terminal and a program was running. It looks like I was trying to sequence an anteater with a 16 giraffe-type legs, scales, 4 eyes, and 2 tails. Amusingly, even in my inebriated state, I've created a fairly viable specimen sequence that could possibly work. I don't think the animal would live very long, but my scientific curiosity says I should give it a try. I'll have to consult Dr. McDermott. Okay, fun guy. Let's just make life to kill it. Those damn AFAD idiots are at it again. It's only been a few weeks since they vandalized my Corvega by filling it in with manure, and the security department assured me that would be the last time they were allowed anywhere near Nuka-World. However, I arrived at the facility today to find "Stop the Torture" painted across the security door. I don't know why these morons think we're torturing animals. Anything that we need to dispose of in the laboratory is dealt with in a swift and rather humane manner. Journal entry, June 2nd, 2077. Thanks to Dr. McDermott's help, I've been able to isolate the segmentation issues I've been having with PB041. The polar bears on the last segment kept coming out of the Nuka-Gen replicator inside out and then exploding. I assume this was due to an incorrect sequence, but I've never seen such a violent reaction from a specimen before. It was actually a rather spectacular result, strictly from a scientific point of view. September 19th, 2077. I've had my third request for a budget increase denied due to resources being diverted to this Project Cobalt I'm hearing so much about. I hope Brad Burton realizes that Safari Adventure isn't just an amusement park, it's also home to several hundred living and breathing organisms which have unique food, water, and environmental requirements. I've asked for more information on Project Cobalt, but I am continually met with denials. For all the trouble it's worth, this project better produce something big. And journal entry, October 23rd, 2077. It's about 1 a.m. and I've just received a strange message via phone that I'm needed at the Angry Anaconda construction site to assist with an escaped animal that's been injured. I swear the security guys need to be more careful with our specimens. Last time this happened, not only did one of the escaped buffalo end up with a broken leg, but the other died when security had the wrong dosage in the tranquilizer darts. I'll report my findings in the next entry. And we've already seen the demise of Dr. Hine out by the Angry Anaconda. Okay, we've got a door up there. We've got a door here. I think this one's probably locked. But let's see. Anything down there worth investigating? Doesn't look like it. This looks like a kind of a dead end, so let's do this before we go through the other doors. Security door control. Open door. And open door. That's quite a rumbling. Fridge door open, fridge door closed, fridge door open. Some blood packs, fridge door closed, fridge door open, nothing in there. Empty blood packs. Nothing. 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 Good thing this was a high security area. Nothing is safe. Is that terminal? It looks like it is functional as well. Dr. McDermott's terminal. Okay, no unread messages for Dr. McDermott. So it looks like, again, we're going oldest or newest to oldest, so we'll start with the oldest. Journal entry XX02999. It's been decades now, and my metamorphosis continues. My body is changing, adapting to the radioactive fallout in the air. Instead of my organs shutting down and my life being slowly drained away, my body is fighting back. My skin has thickened and become heavily wrinkled, as if it's attempting to resist the radiation rather than allow it to penetrate my body. Rather than be horrified by the changes, I've decided to study them to learn more about the effect this is having on the human body. Perhaps I'll use the data from these studies to find a cure one day. But for now, I'm just happy to be alive. And XX09999. How long has it been since the bombs fell and transformed me into this withered-up husk of a man? I can't even remember how much time has passed. I started talking to myself out loud now. I think this loneliness is finally getting to me. I haven't seen a friendly human in such a long time. I've almost forgotten what it's like. Trying to concentrate on work is getting more and more difficult. Maybe it would be better if I ended it all now, but then I ask myself who would protect this laboratory from those that would seek to misuse its gifts. Suppose I have no choice. And 17. One of the 2 backup reactors in the laboratory died today. That leaves a single generator to run the facility's power. If that last reactor goes down, I may have to consider destroying the Nuka-Gen Replicator and abandoning the laboratory. Even though I could have already done this a long time ago, I realized that this machine could possibly be the last of its kind on Earth, meaning this could be mankind's only hope for repopulating the Earth with animals and returning the ecosystem to normal once conditions on the surface are suitable for habitation. It's a GEC for creatures, 21. While foraging for food and supplies today, I stumbled across the remains of an astonishing biological specimen. It was larger in appearance, but much larger. It had greenish-colored skin and roughly human features. It appeared to be wearing clothing and had been recently killed by what looked like bullet wounds. After dragging it back to the laboratory, I began an extensive examination. My conclusion was that this was the genetic mutation of a human. I can only hope that whatever caused this remarkable mutation can be extracted and used for my own experimentation. I'm entering it into the record as sample Q334. Maybe a super mutant. And let's see, 32. My attempts at creating the Gatorclaw continue. I have the correct samples of Jackson Chameleon and American Alligator in the mix, but keeping sample Q334 stable continues to elude me. If I intend to create a guardian creature for Safari Adventure, it has to be able to listen to and comprehend my commands. I was hoping the brain cells from Q334 would do the trick, but I've seen failure after failure. I hesitate to throw the switch and see what happens. What if I can't control it? What if it ends up attracting more attention to the park? I think I'll check the sequence a few more times just to be sure. Okay, so we're getting closer. Though, Well, we've got a tool case, 11 bottle caps, 1038 rounds, duct tape, silver table knife. We'll grab all of that. Take a look in there with my stealthy power armor jumping. Yeah, something's a-growling around the corner. There's our Gatorclaw. Albino Gatorclaw down for the count. Got another one right here. Thankfully, that was something we could shoot through. 5 bottle caps on this one. And 13.556 rounds. Some Rad X. Probably should take that desk fan if we're going to ever want to modify this armor any further. We've got a chest here. 4 bottle caps. Radaway. Mentats. Aluminum canister. Carrying too much and cannot run. Yeah, that happens. We'll just keep doing that now. Mentats. Bottle cap with, trunk with 23 bottle caps, 7 10mm rounds. Compensated armor piercing, a 10mm auto pistol. Sure, why not? And muffled reinforced combat armor, left arm. We'll take all of that. And just move around a little more carefully. I'm sure there are things I can drop if I absolutely need to. A beaker stand. I should probably be on the lookout for star cores just in case. Pack of cigarettes. Alright. Let's lighten just a little bit. That should do it. Duct tape, silver table knife. Fusion core. We'll grab that. Aluminum canister. Bag of cement can stay. Nuka-Cade ticket roll. 750 Nuka-Cade tickets. Albino Gatorclaw with stuff. Blowtorch, nice. 18 bottle caps. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything in there. Stealthy jump. Nothing in the cabinet. Terminal. McDermott Journal 69H.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I ventured outside today and almost got spotted by a group of wasteland scavengers that had wandered into Safari Adventure. Therefore, against my own better judgment, I'm going to attempt to splice a few of the more dangerous samples I've left in cold storage. I need to use the Nuka-Gen Replicator to create some sort of specimen that's formidable, yet trainable. Something that can protect me, but most importantly, protect this facility. It will take some time to work out the chemistry and mathematics of the data, but I'm confident I can create a viable specimen within a few years. I know Dr. Hyde would have objected to this course of action, but he isn't here, and I can't let this equipment fall into the wrong hands.
Okay, just one more quick look around for star cores. Probably not any, but I haven't been thinking about that since we entered. And I suppose that's something he could have scavenged to keep his facility running. But I don't see anything yet. And we picked up a few things. Oh, that's fascinating. Gatorclaw nest, 49 7.62 rounds. There is a door here. So this must be the replicator. Disable current replication procedure program history. Let's see what these are. I guess this is the earliest. Codename None. Subject survived incubation period but exhibited extreme levels of ionizing radiation. The contamination makes the subject too dangerous for command recognition patterns. Sample remitted to the incinerator. Next attempt will adjust formula mixture from sample Q334 and will provide better shielding for the segmentation chamber. Subject failed to survive the incubation period. Cellular breakdown occurred within 1 hour of sequencing. Sample remitted to incinerator. Next attempt will adjust formula mixture from sample Q334. And finally, subject has survived the incubation period but appears to be in a highly volatile and aggressive state. Infusion of command recognition patterns appears impossible. Recommend termination of subject and resequencing after study period in isolation. Sample Q334 continues to be unstable and unpredictable. Okay. Disable current replication procedures. Maybe one day? Well, we've got 2 Gatorclaws left. Maybe one day we can make something new and exciting in there. I'm guessing these are our 2 Gatorclaws. Two claws, 1 mag. Thanks for playing, kids. You were just hanging out in the pipes here, huh? Well, I guess we'll try these pipes out, but I think we will do that next time. For now, we have hit time. And, yeah. We'll see if this goes anywhere or if maybe it just goes 10 feet around the corner. For the moment, I'd like to point out that if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you will see a small letter I with a white circle around it. These are cards and links to other videos that I've made. I would also like to remind you that I have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel main page. If you're on mobile, it'll be on my channel About page. And I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the videos entertaining and maybe just a little informative. I would like to invite you to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so kindly for being the best community out there. And I would like to ask you to please take care.